Today, I'm bringing you the reading at 7:17 a.m. I am a little late today because my dogs keep barking, so I've had to discontinue the video several times, and then my connectivity has been poor. So a few little technical things. Today is January 22nd, 2025, which is going to be a 1-4 energy or a 5. And this is the Mary L. Tarot. Today is Mercury Day, with the beads being black tourmaline, amethyst, smoky quartz. And what do we get today? Well, we have the Justice card, which is going to be a Major Arcana and the number 8, as well as the 8 of Discs, which is going to relate to Earth and Mercury on Mercury Day. So double 8 and double down. We got a Mercury Day ahead of us. How does this factor? Well, the 8 in our Major Arcana is going to equal the Justice card relating to the 7th house, Libra, where we have hidden interpretations taking place, deep introspection. She's our courtroom card. And coming to life where needed, creating balance when things are about to topple. She exposes those who make falseness as their claim, as she weighs the hearts of the dead as they enter her kingdom. She is truly our problem solver. Yet we can see some massive forms of open hostility taking place against us, the people, and likely are questioning the many feelings that are threatening a type of fearfulness, understanding equanimity and grace. Our social landscape, our platforms for gathering in a questionable state. With Jupiter in detriment in the 10th house, we need to take a moment and properly reflect on our responsibilities. We as mystics and readers need to be oh so careful. Our bias, something that can move people in one direction or another. And I'm going to tell you something. We all have a bias, and it does influence our readings. Therefore, you might want to leave your bias to yourself. Many of us, coming from a place beyond our direct understanding, growing up in difficult patterns and cycles, those of us who've had these difficulties, our neurodivergent souls, have been called. We've been in the arms of our guides, under exquisite guidance. Currently, our deeply troubled circumstances are much like a tidal wave that's hit ashore without regard for what's in her path. She speaks of truths when she feels called as a reflection. We attempt to do the same, but find our words are deeply controlled and managed to create a narrative that fits some planned process. We will, my dear souls, have breakthroughs and innovative ideas. I'm already seeing it. Readers who speak in dream time, providing information and support. When we start out in ways that seem so hard, you see, we are given gifts. Although painful, creates resilience for these very kinds of times. And together, we've already witnessed a possibility that we have power by having a platform back in under 15 hours. We will move mountains, but it does take us gathering and being about the right pieces of information. There is no room for mistakes right now. Our 8 of discs is going to be all things Virgo, first Decan, and the ruler of this Decan is the sun in a Mercury controlled location. It's all about the little things with Zen-like focus, honing in a craft, the details and the distinctions, likely small, going unnoticed. Those of us who do this work, it's a selfless act of pulling back so that the proper process is followed. It's hard work. Many have to do, but now we do the work with either help in mind for others or perhaps our own bias. And a lot of us, not myself so much, use headlines that gather you and feed you what you want to hear in the tarot card psychic category. And I'm very disgusted by it, to be honest with you. I find it troubling. I could say things to you that would be misleading and what you want to hear. I'm not going to do that. We must be clear. Our messages need to be as truthful as we are capable of finding them. As Virgo is ruled by Mercury, that rules the nighttime sky, we're talking everything subconscious that needs to come forward, needs to be well thought out. It is easy for us readers to go too far. And myself started following a lot of readers in 2016. And now I'm so disturbed by most of it, I follow only a couple. So do keep that in mind, that there really is not very many that are really speaking truth right now. The information currently revolves around a lot of fear of resources. Many now in retreat with anxious and nervous energy, with trying to assess Mercury, the details. Our sense of trust is broken down due to the lack of ability for us to have control of our creations in some ways. How do we establish trust under the circumstances? Many finding no independence in the social media platforms. Those who earn their income find themselves in a massive state of vulnerability right now, where social media has created highs and lows. The remedies to this is to have a meditative practice. Now, this is going to seem an odd one, but if you have white items right now, give them away. Do so with an intention. Where you are able, have a spiritual practice, make proper lifestyle adjustments, eat proper foods, do not stop at McDonald's, do not eat junk food. It feeds the fat at the top. The wealthy are pounding us right now, and we can continue to feed their pockets, or we can vote with our wallets. And if you do, you'll probably be healthier as a result. We can have transformative, penetrating energy that will influence deeply the communication between our minds, souls, and facilitating the uncovering of hidden truths that have been kept from us. We will be able to explore the deeper layers through our self-work, the shadow work. We gain access to latent wisdom as we go down in the hole, if you will. Sometimes the most difficult things are exposed through difficult times, our latent wisdom being awoken. The higher ups, my guides, assure me that in the end, the underbelly is being exposed. And furthermore, the universe has got us tenderly in her hands. And wherever we end up right now, we are going to be okay. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is a Decan Walk, 36 Faces. And thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave comments. Let's create a community. Community is how we survive this. Thank you so much for being here today.